Hey guys, good to have you on the program tonight. Welcome. This is a Tuesday night edition. MC Facebook Live 107. That's how long we've been hanging, man. If you're new to the show, it's good to have you. In search of awesome. I mean, you know the drill. We're always out on the hunt for who is behind the chair, you know, in a Summit Salon that's crushing it big time. Our special guest tonight is Madison DeVries. First of all, you got to give it up for her, will you please, you guys? Because her performance has been nothing short of incredible. We're gonna engage you in a conversation on how to blow up your income, blow up level junk, blow up the referrals. She's like posting on 6 different pages, and she's just like knocking it out of the park. Haley, Sarah, you're gonna dig this big time. Let me tell you a little bit about Madison from Ross Salon, 12 Twin Lakes, Wisconsin. Salon owner Wendy Ross, she's in the house. She's watching tonight. She's just like giddy. I know she is. And I want to tell you a little bit about why I invited Madison on tonight, because she's earned the right. I mean, in 2016, you can see where her income was, 45, jumped it up 20 grand last year, and she's trending it to hit another 20 this year. So she is just like crushing it big time. 5 days a week behind the chair. She's a 4A, 24 years old, man, and she's making like big average day is around 520, average ticket 96, women's haircut 42. Referrals, she's like crushing it big time at 156, rebooking 80% and doing just a great job at RTS as well. Now, the other thing that she's got cooking for her, she's going to tell you, her story, so I'm not going to give that too much away. Graduates high school in 12, hair school in 14, starts working at Raw in 16, and you can see the rest is history. Now, when she comes in and she's going to be telling her story, but after she tells her story, I want her to share some of her best practices with you. She hangs out on a 6+. Unique thing about Madison that I just love is she uses a Sony 5100 to take her pictures and photo shoots, and then goes and edits them, and before she uploads on Instagram. 100% of her guests following her on her Instagram pages. Madison_DeVries is on both on her Instagram page and in Facebook, and I can see that she's also posting on the salon's Instagram page as well. What else can I tell you about her? She's, virtually 100% of her referrals are coming from her social media. So, and as I said, Madison_DeVries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her on now. We're going to have a short conversation about her story, because her story is extraordinary, and then we're going to get into her best practice. So, keep your fingers crossed, guys, to make sure that the Wi-Fi gods are behaving themselves tonight. There she is. Give it up for her, will you guys? Madison, you were in the green room. Did you hear me bragging on you?
I did.
Oh, well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight. It's just, we got the world watching us. So, hey, listen, for starters, we always like to get a little bit about your story. And you and I chatted on the telephone, and get us started. Like, what was your life like before you decided to do the hairdressing thing, and how's that working well for you?
Well, for starters, I have been wanting to do hair ever since I was a little girl. I was always the friend that was doing everyone's hair and makeup. Everyone was always asking me, hey, can you come over? Can you do my hair? Can you do my makeup? And that has always been my biggest passion in life. And my senior year of high school, I just knew that that is what I was wanting to do. So I was hired on with Wendy, and I started as a receptionist first, just to kind of get a feel for the salon atmosphere. And then I was hired on as an apprentice, and I worked with Heidi, who's one of my mentors at the salon. And that's kind of how I started into it, and I've loved it ever since.
Yeah, and you were telling me you were like doing hair for your buddies in high school, when homecoming. So that was in your blood before you even graduated.
Yes.
So so now you go to school, you're in the game, you're working for Wendy in a Summit Salon. What are the difference makers in your life? Like what drives Madison?
My biggest motivation was my mentor. She, I was seeing what her numbers were at and what she was hitting, And the light bulb kind of went off in my head, and I was like, I want to be like her. I want to bring in this many clients. I want to be successful just like her and have the following that she had. And part of that just really drove me. And I've always been a driven person. So I don't want to just settle, and I always want to keep growing. And that's kind of how I just kept my motivation on throughout the years.
I mean, I love it. I just love the part of the conversation about you came in and saw someone in the salon that became your vision. It's almost like I want to be like that when I grow up, and it unleashes. And you were one of these hard workers to begin with. So it sounds like your first mentor, your first coach, was the one that kind of poured the nitroglycerin on your bonfire.
Yep.
So now you're there, and like you're in places, frankly, that, hairdressers, 20, 30 years behind the chair, they're not where you're at. And we're curious as to, you're in a different place now. How has that changed your life? Like the money you're earning now, I'm assuming you've never earned the kind of money that you're earning. So what's that like now for you?
It's awesome. My biggest thing was I just want to be able to financially take care of myself, and I don't want to have to rely on anybody else. And so, being motivated and successful in what I do has really helped me grow as far as, being independent. And my hopes right now are my personal goals are saving for a house. So, and I'm 24 years old, and not many 24-year-olds can say that.
No.
So, that's awesome to me that I am able to take care of myself and not rely on anybody else. And also, I wouldn't have been able to do that without an associate. So I just started training an associate, and she has helped me grow as a person as well. And, has helped me tremendously just in the salon world. And I couldn't have done it without her as well.
I mean, I love it. So once upon a time, you were somebody else's protege. They were your mentor.
Yeah.
Now you have an opportunity to kind of pay it forward. You're the mentor, and you're paying it forward to one of your associates. So there's like a lineage here that's just extraordinary.
Yeah.
So people are wondering, okay, so at 24, you're in places that a lot of people don't get at 50. What's next for Madison? What's the future hold for you?
Well, my biggest goal was to get on Michael Cole Live, and here I am.
You made the goal. You already crushed it, Madison.
I can't even believe that this is reality right now. So that is amazing to me. My next goal would be to jump to 4 AA. That would be my next goal. Maybe down the line, getting to associates, which obviously is a huge thing. I just want to be a good mentor and a good teacher, and I want to pass the skills that I have learned down to future stylists and really motivate them and show them, what posting on social media can do for your business.
Nice. Now, before we get into social, you're in a place now that you weren't like 2-3 years ago. But having said that, there's a whole bunch of people that are in the place that you were at 2 or 3 years ago, and they're watching tonight, or they're going to be watching this. What might you say to them to go, look, guys, you can do this? Like, from Madison's own words, what would you say to raise the probability that they could get to the place that you're at?
So my biggest advice would be to not give up. Even when you feel like it's hard or you have a bad day, don't give up and keep practicing and, have confidence. Because starting off as a stylist on your own, it's hard to have that confidence. And, just keep that faith that you can do it and stay motivated. Don't settle. I've always had the motto of always wanting more. And I think that that's a great motto to have. So that's what I would pass on, to my future stylists, and to just be the best that you can be.
I love it. Thank you for that. Now, I want to talk some social media with you. We got, I think we probably got about 6-7 minutes left. You've got 3 keys that I think are just extraordinary. And the first key, frankly, is unprecedented, that you take advantage of as many social media pages as you can, and you have this thing called your 6-page hits. In a nutshell, what is that? And while you're talking, I'll actually hold the PowerPoint up, and then later on we'll post after the show some of your actual posts?
So what I do is almost every client that sits in my chair, I take a before and after. I'm big on hair transformations because I think people really want to see how dramatic a color can change someone's look. So I will take that picture and I will post that on my Facebook, my personal Facebook. I also will put that on my business Facebook. Now, that being said, when I put it on my business Facebook, I can boost that post to reach thousands of more people. Then what I do is we post it on our Salon Facebook page as well, our Salon Instagram page, my Instagram page, and also my client's Instagram and my client's Facebook. So I will actually sometimes send the pictures that I have taken to them so that they can post on their Facebook and their Instagram as well. So it is hitting all of these social media platforms, and boosting the post gets it out, even more so than just posting it on your page.
I mean, I love it. I want to make sure that the viewers really got what I got. So you've got 2 pages that you're using to brand and build from. That is your Instagram page, your Facebook page. Then Salon Raw has has their business Instagram page, business Facebook page, and then your guests are posting that content on both those pages. So there's several times where a picture will find itself on 6 different pages. That's I've not heard that before. That's extraordinary.
And I also too, when I post on mine, I always tag their name in it, so it shows up usually on their timeline no matter what. I've actually had clients sit down in my chair, that are new requests that I've never done before, and I ask them, how have you heard of me? And they'll be like, oh, I looked you up online and your name came up, or I saw one of your pictures. So hearing that to me was just awesome. I've had people, travel an hour to 2 hours away just to come sit in my chair just from social media.
Oh yeah. And then I think the other really cool thing you're doing is you're either tagging the salon or you're making sure that all of your content gets to Wendy so that your content finds itself on both the salon's Facebook page as well as the Instagram page. And to me, with those 6 pages, it's almost like 6 times 6 times 6 times 6 times 6. And that now it's not a mystery while you're trending well over 150 referrals in the last 365 days. I mean, that's like off the charts, right? Number 2, I know that you're really conscious about taking advantage of the hashtags, especially on Instagram. And you told me something about 30 hashtags. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes. So we actually took a hair class that was an Instagram class, and his name was Daniel Mason Jones. He had given us a website. It's called all-hashtags.com. And what it does is you can enter in a keyword, let's say for instance balayage or blonde or red hair, and it will give you a list of the most popular 30 hashtags that people will click on. So what I do is when I post my pictures, I go onto that website, I copy the hashtags, and I post that onto my picture, into the comments when I'm posting my pictures on Instagram. So at least 30 hashtags each picture.
What? So I'm going to say that one more time, the 30 hashtags on each picture. So every time you post on Instagram, you're putting the 30 hashtags on that picture. Does that go into a comment box, or is that actually going in your caption?
So that is going in the comment box.
What? So you post, and then the first comment is your 30 hashtags.
My hashtag, yeah.
Now, what was that website that you said that you went to a social media seminar so that people watching know where to go to find out what you found out?
It's all-hashtag.com.
Nice. So what I'm going to probably have you do, Madison, is go and at your convenience, post that in the comment box in when you see this video on my Facebook page, so that people can actually go there and see what you're seeing. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, your third and last key, which I think is just crucial, I would characterize you as a caption queen. So captions, how you word your captions, really compel the people that come to see your work to engage and to not only like but to make comments. So talk about the thinking behind that.
So what I do when I post my pictures is I always ask a question. So I will say, loving this new makeover, what do you think? Comment and give me your opinion. So I always ask a question, so that way I'm engaging my followers to comment. So it's, I have more people looking at my pictures and interacting. So no matter what I do, I always ask a question, like, what do you think of this makeover? Or comment on this color. And I actually learned that from that class as well.
No,
so I will have, 5 or 6 comments of just random people, commenting on my picture and saying, wow, that's beautiful, or how did you do it, or, things like that.
And I love it because I've actually been following you, and you'll make comments on their comments. All of a sudden, you're engaging in social with people that are following your clients. So it just snowballs. And I just, the interview this evening with you has just been very, very inspiring to me.
Yes, it's been amazing. And I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to share the things that I do with everybody else.
Well, listen, we're out of time. I want to stay close to you. Have you back on the program towards the latter part of the year so we can kind of see how this all rolled out for you. But I just love the golden nuggets that you gave us tonight. And I just, on behalf of everybody, I want to thank you. I want to give it up for you one more time. This is a big night, Madison. Wendy's going to be so proud, and everyone. And when I posted your that we were going to have you on tonight, all your buddies got on, and there was just a whole bunch of engagement around.
Yes, I'm very thankful.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks a lot. You and I will be chatting afterwards. We'll be texting. So have a good evening. I'm going to wrap up, and then I'll chat with you soon.
All right, thank you.
All right, give it up for her one more time, will you guys? What an extraordinary interview, you guys. I really want to make sure that you got the benefit of what she said. So let me just cover some of the PowerPoints that she really stated about. First of all, she's taking advantage of all of the. She's on 6 pages, so she really understands that every time that she's got 2 pages that she has that are business page, her Instagram or Facebook page, and then of course she's always tagging the salon for both their Facebook and Instagram page. So now her reach is even, more and more people are seeing her content. And then she is, her guests, many of her guests are both on Instagram and Facebook. So the combination of this creates, I would call it 6, you got 6 pages there. It's almost like 6 to the 6th power. I don't know what that reach is, but it's extraordinary. That's why she's doing 150 referrals a year. Then her second key was really, she gave some really cool comments about hashtagging and how she'll post a picture and then her hashtags go in the first comment box. And she turned us on to a .com for you to kind of check out. That was really cool as well. And then last but not least, her captions. Here I actually pulled a couple of screen grabs. Madison still swooning over Jamie's new hair. We keep working our way to making her blonde. Comment and tell me what you think. And all of a sudden, kaboom, she's got people commenting on it, people liking, and of course she's following up on that as well. Over here we have 97 likes. How gorgeous is this makeover? I mean, it's just a question that provokes comment. So what a wonderful conversation that we had tonight. So give it up for her, Madison. All right, we're running out of time. So I always like to end it by pointing people, especially that are new to our program. This is our, what is it? Our 107th episode. So we've done a lot. So if you're joining us and you want to live on our page, this is the page that we do all of our Facebook Lives on. Is Michael Cole Summit. That's all one, all small case. That's on Facebook. And you can go to at Michael Cole Summit and find us on Instagram as well. We're video blogging on a daily basis. We're staying in the game the best we can. If you're a salon owner and you're just getting into social and you have a number of people that are working with you and for you that are intimidated by it, Summit Salon now has a virtual online coaching service with social media coaches that will actually, through Zoom.com, spend an hour with any of your people and help them get through the learning curve. And they're doing complimentary 1-hour consultations. So you can reach out to them either on summitsalon.com or call the 800 number to get that information as well. As I said, we're well into 107 episodes, so we've recorded all of them. We edit them and repost on YouTube. We do little micro learning bites, 2 or 3 minutes of all of our interviews. And now if you go to summitsalon.com, which you should be living on by now, you guys, hit /MC Live, you'll see all of our webisodes that have been curated, edited, fine-tuned so that you don't have to go on archaeological digs on YouTube to find this stuff. While you're there, make sure you hang out on our product page, summitsalon.com. You can either hit the product page or hit /products, and you'll see all of the stuff that we're creating now and using for social media as well. We got some really cool, we got a brand new page there called Mobile Calculators, where we have calculators now to help you to set your annual goal and breaking it all the way down to your day goal so that you can continue to use your planner to hit your goal, as well as we're now well over 25,000 people now are on our mobile tracker. All this stuff is for free, you guys, so you're going to want to get on that big time as well. If you haven't been to Summit yet, talk to a Summit coach, talk to your sales consultant. We can come in and do some scorecards. Our community now is well over 50,000 Summit service providers. We've got well over 3,000 salons plugged into this. So it's just glorious to continue to watch it evolve. And then last but not least, I always like to end with gratitude. Thank you very much, L'Oreal, PPD, Professional Product. These are all their brands, and they are an exclusive sponsor of the Summit Salon Business Center. So their financial support allows us to continue to evolve the work. There is my partners, Summit Salon Business Center and all my homies. And these are the 3 distribution companies that support L'Oreal PPD. Of course, there's Salon Centric. Thank you, Salon Centric, State Beauty, as well as RDA ProMart. So it's been a great program. We're going to have another program this coming up Thursday. Got a surprise guest. She's going to be our first esthetician. She's been knocking it out of the park with going to do $100,000 this year. So make sure it's going to be the same channel, same time, 8 p.m., 2 days from now. So stay close to us. Been a good program. I'm going to pause, say good night, and then see you when I see you.